Welcome, students. This is chapter 22, part 2, chemical coordination and integration. Now we are taking the first endocrine gland, that is hypothalamus. As you can see in this picture, this portion is hypothalamus, and this hypothalamus is the basal part of forebrain, which contains several groups of neurosecretory cells which secrete hormones. These hormones regulate the synthesis and secretion of pituitary glands. Pituitary hormones. These hormones are of two types, releasing hormones and the inhibiting hormones. Releasing hormones which stimulate the secretion of hormones by the pituitary. For example, gonadotropin releasing hormone GnRH, follicle stimulizing hormone FSH, and luteinizing hormone LH. While inhibiting hormones which inhibit the secretion of hormones by the pituitary. For example, somatostatin inhibits and secretion of growth hormone by anterior pituitary. Next is pituitary gland, which is located in a bony cavity, has two parts: anterior pituitary, posterior pituitary. As you can see in this diagram, this portion is pituitary. Function of the pituitary gland: growth hormone. Excess secretion of growth hormone during childhood stimulates abnormal growth of the bones, leading to gigantism. Low secretion of growth hormones results in the stunted growth and leads to dwarfism. And this growth hormone secreted by the pituitary gland. Next is thyroid stimulating hormones. It stimulates the thyroid to secrete thyroxine. Follicle stimulating hormones FSH is also secreted by pituitary gland. In males, along with the androgens, it regulates spermatogenesis. It is responsible for the descent of testes into the scrotum. While in females, it stimulates the growth and development of ovarian follicles and secretion of estrogens by the follicle cells. Luteinizing hormone, it is also secreted by pituitary gland. In males, it stimulates the synthesis and secretion of testosterone by interstitial cells of Leydig in the testis. Hence, it is called the interstitial cell stimulating hormone ICSH in males. In females, it induces ovulation, formation of corpus luteum from the ruptured follicles, and secretion of progesterone by corpus luteum. You will study these structures, ovaries and testes, in higher classes. In 12th class, you will study there. Next is prolactin, PRL. It regulates the growth of the mammary glands and formation of milk in them. Oxytocin, which is secreted by this, performs the following function. It stimulates the vigorous contractions of the smooth muscles of the uterus at the time of the childbirth. It also stimulates milk ejection from the mammary glands. Vasopressin performs the following function. It acts mainly in the kidneys and stimulates the reabsorption of water and electrolytes from the distal tubule and prevents excess loss of water. Hence, it is known as the antidiuretic hormone. You have already studied distal tubule in chapter excretory system. It has also a role in regulation of blood pressure. Deficiency of ADH, antidiuretic hormone, results in the condition called diabetes. Next is pineal gland. The pineal gland is found on the dorsal side of the forebrain. It secretes a hormone called melatonin. Function of melatonin: it regulates the diurnal rhythm of our body, that is sleep-wake cycle. It also influences defense capability of the body. It influences pigmentation of skin. It regulates body temperature and metabolism. In females, it controls the menstrual cycle. As you can see here, this is the pineal gland. Now, in our next slide, some more glands are here. First is thyroid gland, which is present here. This is thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is composed of follicles and stromal tissues. The follicular cells synthesize two hormones, thyroxine and the T3, tridodiothyroxine. Thyroid hormones perform the following function: regulate the basal metabolic rate, right? They control the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. They influence the maintenance of water and electrolyte balance. The support the they support the process of red blood cells formation, RBCC, RBC, red blood cells. Next is parathyroid. You can see in the diagram below the thyroid gland there is parathyroid gland. These parathyroid glands, these are four small pea-sized parathyroid glands present on the back side of the thyroid glands, two on each of the lobes of the thyroid glands. The parathyroid glands secrete parathyroid hormones PTH, a peptide hormone, when the level of calcium ions in the plasma decreases. Since it decreases the level of calcium ions in the blood, it is called hypercalcemia hormone. Along with thyrocalcitonin TCT, PTH plays an important role in calcium balance of the body. Next is thymus, which is present here. Thymus, it is located on the dorsal side of the heart and aorta and secretes thymosins. The function of thymusins are differentiation of T lymphocytes, which provide cell-mediated immunity. T lymphocytes is a part of the WBC white blood cells, which you have studied in blood circulation. Thymus promote the production of antibodies which provide humoral immunity. The thymus glands degenerates in old individuals and hence they have a weak immune system. While in young ones, thymus generate lot of. So this was all about the some endocrine glands. In our next class, we will study some more glands in from our chapters. Thank you so much.